everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Minu. If you are new here, hi, and if you are already a subscriber, welcome back. I been absent the last month because of two reasons mainly. One last month was the New Year. So yeah, it was the New Year for us in Iran. We celebrated Nowruz, and yeah, was busy spending time with family and friends. Two, university actually, started. I had to go to university. It is the most like tiresome thing ever. Like the fact that I go and then I came back looking like a zombie did not like help me to post sooner. But the things I did, as you guys can see, I made this background, which I love. I adore this, and I got a mic. So we hope that the audio is good now. I don't know how to use this bad boy. I mean, I can pin it, but I feel like I'm more comfortable with it being in my hand. So I hope the audio is better now, and it's not, then I'm so sorry. Just comment if you prefer with the microphone, yeah, or without the microphone. And as you can see in the title, I'm going to talk about something rather serious. So before Nowruz, I was scrolling through my Instagram because that's that's one thing I do a lot. I'm really addicted to Instagram. And I saw a post. It was related to the new Buzz Lightyear animation that's coming out. I'm really not looking forward to it. So, yay, but the post was about, I don't know how, like if it's like a correct news or it's just a false information spreading, but the news said that the show was going to, or the movie, I don't know, sorry, was going to have an LGBTQ character in it. So it was supposed to have a LGBTQ character in it. And yeah, my cat went outside. I'm so sorry. And so my first I was like, my first reaction was like, I mean, I'm all for representation, don't get me wrong, and queer representation is not, it's up there, but we are talking about Disney, and Disney doesn't have a good record when it comes to showing and representing queer people. So I was like, hypocritical Disney, but whatever. But the one thing that scared me the most was the comment. The comment under the post was all like, I could not find a single comment saying that, okay, it's fine, it's whatever. Because every single comment was talking about how, no, this is wrong, this is inappropriate, this is a kids movie, kids shouldn't be, I don't know, this shouldn't be in a kids movie. And yeah, alongside that. And yeah, so apparently just queer people shouldn't be shown to kids and young audience. And immediately I got hit with this idea of this video that I am now recording because I didn't have time. And then it got me thinking, why are people so against this idea of queer people being in TV shows, movies, cartoons dedicated towards children? Because a lot of time people are saying that, well, it is just, we are showing kids with, I don't know, homosexuality, we are showing kids to, I don't know, they're spreading it like it's some kind of propaganda. And I'm like, is it though? Because believe it or not, Karen, I believe they're involved, they're all like 13, 15, they're like queer kids like this, and I'm pretty sure they will be happy to see themselves on screen. So what, I don't understand this argument. And why is it when it comes to like showing sexuality and exploring this like idea that, hey, people can have like two moms or two dads is such like, why do you associate queerness with just sex? Like, why do you do that? I don't see queer people I'm so sorry fucking each other on the streets. Like, why? I mean, I know the answer: homophobia and this ideology that queer people only know sex, nothing more, nothing less. They are not a functioning human being. You, I'm like, we are not going to show children in a kid movie about like, we are not going to show sex. Like, why are you worried about that? Take an example. Like, for example, what was the show? What was the show? Owl House. The Owl House. The two main characters, Amity and Luz, I think they are the name. That's the name of it. I have not seen the show, but I am aware of the fact that it has queer representation. The main character is bisexual, and her friend, or I think they're official now, girlfriend, is a lesbian. And the show is wholesome. Like it, I've seen like parts of the show when Luz and Amity are like interacting, and it's the really simple things that kids do. Like they are getting like they get a blush when they're around each other. They get embarrassed, or like they don't know how to act around each other. Neither of these things I've seen is like a sexual thing. It's just kids being kids. So yeah, you can like have a queer character in a kids movie without it being like sexual. You do realize that, like, you are the problem when you think of gay people, queer people in media. The only thing you think about is having a sexual relationship, because honey, queer people don't do that all the time, and especially when it comes to kids. Like, you can show a solid queer kid representation. It's not that hard. And why is it like you do and why is it not wrong when like we are like heterosexuality is in like the picture? Because believe it or not, heterosexuality or being a straight is also a sexuality. And I have seen plenty of animated shows, and all of it had a straight relationship, heterosexual relationship between the main character, yet that wasn't the issue. Yet I didn't see you being so upset that, oh my god, kids are being exposed to sexuality. Like, do you just assume that being a straight is the default? Because I assume you think that, and that's just wrong. When you're born, being a straight or being heterosexual or being cisgendered is not like your default setting. People just don't. Not all individuals in this planet Earth is a straight human being. Queer people exist, and I assume the kids, everyone would be really happy to see more minority represented in a show, and especially when it's animated, because animation not only has a range to kids, it also has a range to adults, so adults can also enjoy it. So what's the point? Like, why are you upset? Because again, about the heterosexual relationship, many heterosexual relationship in animation that I've seen so far, especially in the beginning of animation, all of it has a really creepy love being told. For example, a Snow White. A Snow White was 14, and what was the name of the guy she fell in love with? I don't know his name, but I think that guy was like 30. That wasn't the problem. That's not a problem. I mean, I'm seeing more people talking about it now, but back then it was like completely normal, which is really yucky. Like this, and yeah, basically think about every single relationship that has been shown in media, and it revolves around the straight people. It, if not all of them, majority of them have something really creepy to them, but yet that's being completely ignored and being like, it's okay. And I'm like, why? Like, it's obviously it's not okay. So Yeah, I'm just gonna say that if you're okay with heterosexual relationship being shown in the kids movie and you don't have any problem with it, uh then you wouldn't wanna have any problem with queer people being shown in TV shows or cartoons, animation, whatever, because they are the same. That's it. I really find it really weird, really gross, because when we are asking for representation, we are just asking for like the bare minimum. We are just saying just how the Owl House did it. Owl House introduced two main characters who are queer, and it's a really well done a story about them. It's relatable. There's nothing wrong with it. We like Luz and Amit's character because the interaction they have with each other is relatable, because we all have experienced it, especially queer kids who are seeing that on TV. Think about how heartwarming and how important it is for them. You can have, I'm giving you an idea for anyone who is watching from, who is a possible filmmaker, writer. You can just have a side character if you don't want to make it the main character. Have a side character who is queer, or if the character is not queer themselves, have the characters have like two moms, two dads, and that's it. That's the representation in the media about queer people that is not sexual. It's really easy. And stop, for I'm saying this for the last time, stop, for the love of God. When you're thinking about queer people, the only thing you think about is queer people having sex. That's it. That's all I had to say for this video. So yeah, end of discussion. Queer representation and any other minority representation in media, especially for kids, is important. I have yet to see an Iranian, for example, princess being represented by a big studio like Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, and whatever. So yeah, I just assume that I think anyone would be really happy to see themselves on the big screen. There's nothing wrong with it. It's normalizing normalize other people just existing. Realize that the world is not just in a black and white thing. People from all different races, sexualities, gender identity, hobbies, everything exists. And by showing just one group of people on the screen is just really unrealistic. Because many people exist, and not all of the people on this planet Earth are a straight white characters. No, they're like people with different skin color, people with different ethnicity backgrounds. Normalize representation in media, and queer representation is also one of them. That's it. That's the end of the video. I hope, and feel free to comment if you disagree with what I said. Feel free to comment. I will read your comments. And again, if you like this video, like, subscribe. You know the deal, but right now. And again, thank you for spending your time with me and listening to my TED Talk. And I will see you guys. Wait. Sorry. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.